Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lori. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad you're here, and if you're returning, thank you for coming back and supporting my channel. Today I am doing a full face of Project Pan items. I try to do this on a monthly basis. Some months are better than other months, but I'm just using products I'm trying to pan, and I may supplement some items that are in my Shop My Stash if I need to, but I'm going to try and use just Project Pan items. But I do know I'm out of some otherwise. So yeah, let's go from there. And why my hands are all over the place, I don't know, but they are. So my hair is still drying, and I'm just going to kind of leave it for now. If it gets to the point where I'm going batty, I know you're going batty by that point. So if I get to that point, I will pull it back, but it seems to be okay at the moment. I'm using my e.l.f. eye primer. This is in my Shop My Stash, but I'm not panning another eye primer. And this is thick and goopy. I'm not a big fan of it anymore, but I don't know how much is left. It doesn't look like there's a lot left in there, but I don't know. I'm excited to be doing this video today. I don't usually leave my hair where it's wet, so I have to kind of move it out of my way. I try not to do that because I know it annoys you guys, and it annoys me trying to keep it out of the way, but I have to go pick up some paperwork from the doctors, and I told my brother to be here in 20 minutes, so I better hurry. So I didn't have time to just kind of leave my, to let my hair dry before I film. And I thought about blowing it dry, but that always makes it so fluffy that I look like I've been electrocuted. So we're just going to go with this, and I promise I will pull it back at some point because I don't like my hair to be down when I'm doing my complexion, because it does truly get in the way. So I'm sorry, I just used Fresh to set my primer. It's still going strong. Look at that. I don't think I'll ever finish that. Oh, okay. My hair is already to the point of making me lose control. I have two bobby pins right here. So I'm going to pin it up here kind of loose so it doesn't rearrange the curls too much. But it'll keep it out of my face for the most part. Oh, I should have put this on. I'm still going to. I haven't used this in a hot minute. I'm hoping it's not dry as a bone. It was starting to dry out the last time I used it. Yeah, it's kind of dry. So maybe it'll go on top of this powder better, since it's not really creamy. It's more of a solid than a cream, because I'm just kind of picking up the remnants from rubbing my finger on there. I'm just getting a little bit of pigment. I'm not getting what I used to get. So that's unfortunate. But the good thing is I brought this in so I would use it before it dried up. If I had not brought it into Project, I wouldn't have used it probably at all. Ooh, gross. I just got it under my fingernail. Oh, that grosses me out. Ugh, gross. Gross. Get out of there. Okay, I had to stop production to get that out of my nail because it was grossing me out. I have hand issues. I don't know what else to call them. I had a friend, he was our sex offender counselor, and he told me what it was called. There's a name for it for people who don't like their hands dirty or wet, anything like that. There's a name for it, and that's me. I've got a nice case of it. I can't do it. Like to repot my plants, I can't stand the feel of gloves on my hands. Like when I'm working in something, so the pressure, if you stick your hand in something and that pressure on the glove is just as bad as getting my hands dirty. So I just use my hands because I can feel my plants better and all that jazz. And then I go wash my hands. But I am having a hard time, breathing and swallowing. I feel like I'm being suffocated while I'm repotting my plants. And I tell myself, Lori, you're okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. My brain says no. All right, I have my Afternoon Rendezvous palette. This one is in my Fall For You project, and I am going to take the shade right here and just put it onto my crease. Onto my transition. But I'm starting at my crease and building it up. I'm gonna have a Neapolitan look, I guess. So yeah, getting that underneath my nail, if I had left it there, I would be freaking out the whole time I filmed. So it's just best that I remove it. So I did something, watched something, I can't remember what it was. And I was going to tell you guys because it was so good. What did I do? What did I watch? I've watched quite a few documentaries this week. I've been really, I haven't slept a whole lot. I have been making meals to put in the freezer. And so that's what it is. I was going to tell you about the butter chicken I made. But anyways, while I've been cooking, I've had documentaries. Stephanie Harlow says documentaries, and so now she has me saying it. Anyways, documentaries. I've been having them play in the background, listening to them, and I've watched a handful of them, and they were really good. Stephanie Harlow, if you like true crime, and you don't follow Stephanie Harlow, go check her out. I will have her link down below. But she is right now doing her Halloween series, and she did one on DIA, which is the Denver International Airport, and all the theories behind that people have kind of ran with, if you know what I mean, about the airport. And it's so funny because it was built in my county, and it's no longer my county. Our county sold all that land to Denver, and it was a huge uproar that airport being built. People were unhappy, and my thought was, why would you want to build an airport in Tornado Alley? At least Stapleton wasn't in the heart of where a lot of our tornadoes, are created and, kind of touch down. So I never understood that. But anyways, she talks about all the different theories that have popped up about the airport over the years, and that was really interesting. It was funny to see an outsider's perspective on DIA. All right, I'm going to take this brown here and just darken up my crease just a little bit. Okay, I can't find birthday cake. I was going to find birthday cake, but okay. I don't know if you guys can see, it's all beat up, but since I can't find birthday cake, I'm going to use okay. I am going to take this dark purple and just put it in my outer corner. It is from my Midnight Affair palette, which is in my Pan the Alphabet project, which I'm really having a lot of fun with that project. It's going to be a long-term project, but I'm really enjoying I guess I'm taking kind of a laid-back approach to it, which probably is not what you should do, but it is what I'm doing. I'm just taking my brush and pulling that purple just a little bit. I don't want to take it overly far on my lid. I think I'm going to take this pink shade and just put it over that purple and okay, just kind of being a bridge between the two. I might have messed it up though. I think I liked it better before. Oops. Let me line my eyes with Shimmering Bronze by J-Cat Beauty. Anyways, so I've watched a ton of documentaries and I've really enjoyed it, but I've been doing that while I've been cooking, and I've been making different meals to freeze. And I'm doing that because on the days that I don't feel well, I still need to eat, and I don't eat if I don't have something really quick. And I can't do that. I need to still eat. So I made butter chicken from the Indian Instant Pot, something like that. I had talked about it in one of my Saturday singles a while back, and I made that, and it was really, really good. I made a few errors, but it turned out okay. And I've made barbacoa. I haven't eaten it yet. I've just made it, but man, did it smell good. And I will put the links down below to the barbacoa recipe. I got it off of Pinterest, and to the cookbook for the Indian cooking cookbook. I also bought this huge pork roast and cut it up, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make with it yet. I haven't decided, but I've chopped some of it up to cook and just have ready to warm and mix in with like a sauce, because I have a lot of Indian sauces, because right now I'm really into Indian food. And so I had really a lot of fun making that butter chicken. I've never made butter chicken before. Have any of you guys made butter chicken? If you have, do you like it? Mine didn't turn out as spicy as I was expecting, because they said it was really spicy. And so I was expecting a really spicy dish, and it wasn't spicy at all. And that That was with the cayenne pepper mishap. Yes. Any other spice would have probably been okay, but it was the cayenne pepper. Not once, but twice I made that mistake. I had to double my recipe for the garam masala, and that I ground up. Because I accidentally put in too much cayenne. And then I again put in too much cayenne. I mean, not overly too much. I could have definitely put in a tablespoon versus a teaspoon, but it was still more than what was called for. What do you do, huh? What do you do? I'm going to try this First Aid Beauty Coconut Dew Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. I probably should have put it on earlier. That's okay. Oh, it looks like it looks tinted here. If I can get any out, come on. It has a little bit of a tint. Anyways, I'm going to use this. This is for my Shop My Stash, but I've wanted to try this. Even though I'm panning my Ciate London primer, I want to try this. There's not really a smell to it. I mean, there's a faint smell, but I can't put my hand on it, so it might just be the, you know, the products in the products inside this priming moisturizer. So I don't know. Never know. Seems to lay nice. That's good. That's always a positive, right? I feel like I'm losing my mind today. I was looking for my brow gel. It was literally right in front of me. Not off to the side in any way, shape, or form. Straight in front of me, not covered by anything. On my brows, I used my Cella Tantalizing Taupe. I think this is almost done, guys. I actually went in with the tool and scraped out all of the brow product and put it all on the side at the top so I could, you know, see how much I had, and I have almost nothing left. So I'm really excited. I thought it would take me at least into next year, and it still might, but I'm thinking not, which is really awesome. I was going to use a different foundation, but instead I'm going to use my Kosas. But what I need to do first is put my cream products on. The more I've used my Kosas, the more I have found that if I put my cream products on underneath, the better off my Kosas and my cream products lay. I have less issues. So I'm not much of a cook, so for me to be making these dishes, I'm not surprised I made errors. I'm surprised I didn't make more errors. I'm not the best cook. Let's just put it that way. But my kids didn't starve, so that's always a plus, I hear. That's always a plus. I'm just taking my e.l.f. Aqua Infused Bronzer and Blush Duo. This is in my, I believe, my Fall For You project. I'm using it kind of as a springboard into next year's projects because I'm not going to finish anything. Maybe my Kosas tinted face oil, maybe, but nothing else will be done. And so I'm just using it to prep for next year and those projects, because never have I gone into a project, a starting of the project where I've had, like, say, a eyeshadow palette that's, pretty much done, like my Afternoon Rendezvous palette is. So I'm really excited. And yes, I am using that palette next year. In what project, I don't know, but I will be using it because I want to pan it. And there's a black in there, and I keep thinking, do I want to pan the black? And I may not. I don't use black eyeshadow. It's just not something I do. And so I may choose not to use the black in there, because for me it just doesn't make sense to force myself to try and use it when I know I don't use black eyeshadow. Okay, I'm using my NYX Bright Idea illuminating stick, and this is in Sunkissed Crush. I'm just putting it on top of my bronzer just to give it a little more bronzy, shimmery look. And then my Model's Own, it is in my Fall For You project, maybe? I think so. Oh, well, okay. We'll just tap that into my cheek then. That wasn't very smart, Lori. It's getting so old, I need to get it used up. I don't think I will finish it this year, but if I continue to keep it in a project, I think I can finish it next year, which is good. Let me get my Kosas. The more I've played with the Kosas, I like it because, it's such a, easy foundation, since what you do is put a few drops in your hand and then pat it around your face. Or some people just put a little bit on their cheek and spread it out and then do the other cheek. I just pat it in, and then I used to not do this, but as I've had it in this project, once I pat it in, I then go over all of my cream products with a sponge, just get it to even out. That way it meshes all of my cream and my foundation. All of my base products then become one, instead of, me putting on my foundation and using a sponge, then putting on my cream products and then using a sponge. With Kosas, I can just do it all at once. I'm going to set my under eye. I'm actually using my new NYX contour brush to set my under eye. And I'm using my Bye Bye Pores. This is in my Pan the Alphabet project. And if you didn't see my video for the Pan the Alphabet project, this is where I go through the alphabet and I pick out powder or cream products, and then if they're in a pan like this, I use them until I hit pan. If they're in like a container or a jar, then I pan the whole product, but they have to be makeup related. They can't be just beauty. They have to be makeup. And this is my way of trying to get use on my collection. And since I didn't have my inventory back into my Google Docs at the time I started that project, I just picked by what first came into my mind. And so I have some hard items like this and my Midnight Affair palette, which was actually on the chopping block. but because it was the first thing that came into mind, it then became that letter that I had to hit pan on. So this is my CoverGirl Cheekers palette in Cinnamon Toast. This is in my Pan the Alphabet project. This is the one that's closest to having pan on it, and I'm using it as a bronzer. I used this in a project for quite a while, a year-long project, and that's as far as I got, was this really deep dip, but I didn't pan it. So I predict it's the first one that will go, but you never know. But anyways, that's a very long-term project, and I'm excited for it. I'm having lots of fun with it because I'm, using products that I would never have thought that I would use to pan. Now, like my Midnight Affair palette is my letter A because it's a whole palette. I don't have to hit pan on every shadow. I just have to hit pan on one of the shadows. But I'm trying not to just make it easy. I'm trying not to like hit pan on the shadow that sets my primer. I'm trying to make it a little more difficult. That's why I'm kind of concentrating on that dark purple I put on my lid. I may darken that up with a different color because I'm thinking it's a little too light, but that's me. We'll see once we get everything together. While this is also in my Pan the Alphabet, I believe. I think so. It's in a project. I do know that. What one it is, I'm not quite sure now. But usually I use these as an eyeshadow because this is the Becca Apres-ski Eyelight palette. But today I am actually going to use it as a highlighter. I'm going to use my Slimmest Glam blusher brush. And I'm going to take this shade right here, which is, it's Rose Quartz, this one right here. It's my favorite out of this whole palette. I love it on the eye. I love it on the cheek. It's just a really pretty shadow. And this palette was my introduction into highlighter. So I picked this up. It was on sale during the holidays, right before Christmas, and I had my brother take me to Ulta because I wanted it so bad. And so he drove me up there and I bought it. And I've loved it. And so this was technically my first highlighter, even though it's an eyeshadow palette. Okay, I need to put blush on. I'm using my Marshmallow by The Body Shop. This is in my A to Z project pan that I am doing with the Pantastic Ladies. Love them. And yes, I'm using a smaller brush because it's the only way I can pick up the product. I had a fluffier brush and it was just almost impossible to pick up products, so I've been using this one, and then I go in with a fluffy brush to soften it out. And this is a clean fluffy brush. I'm just trying to get that blended in since I had used that smaller brush. That's all. I just came on here really quick to show you that I am using my Lancome Cleese eyelash booster, primer, whatever it is. So it's going to be a hot minute before I'm back, but that's because I need to let this dry. But I wanted you to know I am using it. I don't even remember what project it is in, but I am using it. Just thought you might want to know that. Since I'm waiting for that, I'm going to take my brush, not that brush, where is my brush? Right here. And I'm going to take the Balm's Day Tonight. This is in my project, my Pan the Alphabet project. And I'm just going to put it right here on the out. I'm not covering up the purple. I'm just deepening it just a little bit. And then I'm going to take it and put it on my under eye. I'm going to take the brush that I used to put those browns in my crease and transition and just dust out that day to night. And I'm going to take this shade right here and put it in my inner corner. The shadow is almost gone. I wonder if I could use it up if I put it on my brow bone as well. You can see, huh? I don't think I can use it all up, but we're using it. That's all that matters. Okay, I didn't use it all up, but I made quite a dent right here on that chunk. So I'm close. Can you guys see my mascara right here? Isn't that pretty? Isn't that the prettiest thing ever? Yeah. So while I let that dry, I am going to put on my lips. And I'm using Nocturnal Rose by Maybelline. I've been panning this all year. I mean, I'm surprised how far down it is, but it's not close to being done. I'm not leaving it this bright pink, I promise. I am surprised that I've used as much as this. I knew I wouldn't finish it this year, but I mean, that's quite a bit for me. I mean, I'm not a reapplier of lipstick, nor do I wear lipstick every day. So for me to be that far down, I am very happy with that. And I knew I wouldn't finish it by the end of this year, but that's further than I thought. So let me spray my face. I'm just using Milani's Make It Last. I did use my CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Gel on my lashes. I used my Urban Decay Perversion. Both of these are in my Shop My Stash. I put my JCat Beauty Shimmering Bronze on my waterline. I tight lined and put it on my full lid. But those were the things I did off camera. I'm going to put Melon Smoothie. It's by Lime Crime. It's in their Plushies line. And I'm going to put it over Nocturnal Rose because this mutes Nocturnal Rose instead of being a really bright, vibrant pink. It makes it more of a peachy pink. That's almost dry. I want it to dry down so I can put my lip gloss on that I'm panning. I actually like my bangs up like this. It's kind of cute. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Should I wear my bangs like this? Pinned back? I might. Alright, and then my e.l.f. Modern Metals lip gloss. I am so close to being done. I'm having a hard time getting product out. And I am not taking out the stopper. Do you take out the stopper? Do you not take out the stopper? On lip products, what do you do? I did a couple of times and it got everywhere. It got all over my hands. It was a hot mess, and so I don't do it anymore. And I had a heck of a time getting that lip gloss out, so I'm probably almost done with it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave my bangs up like this. I like them. I guess they're not bangs, I don't have bangs, but I'm gonna leave the front parts up. I like it. I like it. So what do you guys think? Not a bad look for using my panning project items. I think I have really made it into a kind of a machine at this point that really works for me, no matter which direction I choose to go. So yeah, I really like that look. I'm glad I put that day to night, that dark brown. I'm glad I used it to darken up that purple some. I think it made it just a little deeper, a little richer, and I like it a lot more. I really do. So this is my final look using the majority of my project pan items. Not everything is here. Of course, I couldn't use them all, but for the most part, they are. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun creating this look. I think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Too bad my brother never showed up, because I really needed to go get that paperwork, but I like my look. I want to go out because I like my look. Oh well. Nothing I can do about that. That's it, guys. Please take good care. Be safe, be smart, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.